Prospermation time. All right, this one is a little longer, okay? So I'm going to read it and then we'll get into it. When I feel bad, I'm not aligned with what is divinely mine. That's the first part of it. And that is so true. It's very important to pay attention to how you feel. Okay, because when that is how our intuition often talks to us, through our gut. It tells us that feeling, you're doing something, something don't feel right. Yeah, have you ever heard people say that? Something just don't feel right. That's your intuition talking to you. That's your God mind talking to you. That's your ancestors trying to reach you. That's your higher self trying to give you a clue. Okay, so if something don't quite feel right, then you're probably out of alignment with what is divinely yours. And the more you pay attention to those subtle little things, the more you can keep yourselves on your divine path. Because once you veer off, you gotta come back. Okay? And the more often times that you veer off, the more times you have to come back and the longer it takes to get to where the heck you're going. You know what I'm saying? Okay, the next part says, I am conscious of my feelings and I allow them to guide me. So this is an affirmation. We call these prospermations because we want to prosper in different areas of our lives. These are some cards that I put together in 2006, I think. But I am conscious of my feelings and I allow them to guide me. Okay? Be conscious. Now, if you know yourself and you're a hypochondriac and you are scared of everything, you're scared of your shadow, then we really got to do some work on all that. Okay? So if that is you, I might not always be guided by my feelings, but you guys know what I'm talking about. The whisper, the gut feeling. Oh, I used to know back in the day, I didn't know I was intuitive when I was younger, but what I did know was every time I dated somebody, if he was trying to cheat or something, I knew I would just get sick. Like I would literally, something's going on. That's what I would do. Anyway, y'all, let me get through this one. Okay, that was the second part. I always reach for the thought that feels better. So you want to reach for the higher thought. You don't want to, like, if let's say you're feeling a little low, you want to shift that and change that around to feel a little higher, because what you think about, you bring about. So if you're having a lower thought, you want to raise the vibration of that thought. You also want to replace it with something that feels better. And this is a way that we reprogram our subconscious mind. You're telling it, you're reprogramming it to think a little differently. Oftentimes we are programmed to think the way we think, because of society, because of the internet, because of before the internet, it used to be the news, the newspaper, but whatever was in our surroundings. That's kind of what helps to program our subconscious mind. So we're working on deprogramming it and reprogramming it. So you may have to find a thought that feels better and reprogram it with that thought. That's when we go negate, negate, negate. Then we replace the thought with a higher vibrational thought. So let's read it all together. When I feel bad, I'm not aligned with what is divinely mine. That's usually what's going on, and you got to figure out what's going on. All right. I am conscious of my feelings and I allow them to guide me. And I always reach for the thought that makes me feel better. All right. Who wants to vibrate in a funky place anyway? All right, y'all. See y'all in the next one.